Okay, so here we have a little setup that I use. The correct way to do this would be to put it in soft jaws. I don't have a pair. So I have it pinched down, not too tight, because this is a hollow tube and you can dent it. You don't want to dent it. So I have it pinched down here, right? And if you'll notice, my compression is only up to here. I'm crimping or holding down above the compression, and I can't turn this, which means I should be able to turn this. Nope. Nope. All right, let's try something a little more risky. Okay. So that broke the torque up top here. Okay. And then I stay pressed down. Hang on. Here we go. Throw something over that just to try in case shit starts to spring. I don't know how far in there these are either. And I'll tell you what, this next one I'm going to pinch a little lower because I'm on my damn tiptoes here. See? Not too bad at all. Clean this off, make sure your threads are good. This one's fine. And you have a tube in here. It does not look directional, but this side is up, so we'll set that off to the side. Up. Then there's a retainer that does not look directional. And should be able to pull the spring out. You need a spring pulley duty. Okay. Nice oily spring. Also does not seem to be directional, but we're going to set it down so, you know, this part is the bottom and up top is the top, just like everything else. Now let's see if I dented the fork tube. I did not. See? Alright, so since my camera died, we'll do as much of this on the workbench as we can because I got to keep her plugged in. God, that's disgusting. All right, let me set that out of the way. Okay. That is some icky black oil. I mean, it's reflecting through the window right now, but damn, that ain't what you want to see. That's just a good reason we're doing this then. Okay. So, if you can look down some. Alright, so I'm going to be on top of this with a rag so it don't hurt my hand. And see if we can't open it up. See if more oil comes out. Yep, we got some fresh oil. Well, not fresh, we got shitty oil. Okay. You hear that? Yep. A little more oil. Sorry you guys aren't able to watch me pour the oil out, but going to just keep doing this until we get a bunch of oil out. Every time I do that, 3 or 4 pumps, I probably get an ounce. And now, you see how easy that drops? So this is pretty much empty. And you can also look down it, and she is pretty much empty. Yeah, we're getting just some fuzzy out of it. Holding it upside down. We can pump it this way. Get as much out as we can. This is some icky crap. Smells bad too. Okay, another thing is I don't want to mix this shit up. So we're only going to do one at a time. And we're going to look at our tech manual because there's a certain way to fill these up. It tells you how much oil to put in it. I know you guys probably won't be able to see my screen here, but there's this fancy tool, and it's called like a fork oil level tool, and that seems like I don't need to buy one. But right here, you just need something that can measure 3.7 inches or 94 millimeters for a standard model, or 3.54 inches, 94 millimeters for a standard model, or 3.54 inches and 90 millimeters for a low model. So I got a standard Road King. So guess what? We just need to figure out how to measure 3.7 inches down from the top. So, I have this $8 micrometer that I got off of the the Amazons. And first thing we're going to do is wipe that off. I also have some real nice Starretts and some fancier ones, but I don't want to stick those in oil. So we're going to stick this one in oil. And if you can see, I'm sticking the pin out the bottom where it's 62, 70, 80, 94 millimeters. So I will tighten that down. And now, when I put the oil back in, I'll stick this down the side, and when it touches the bottom, we got our oil fill. Pretty simple, isn't it? Also, if you have a nicer micrometer and you don't want to screw it up, you can take this and mark it on a screwdriver or a stick or anything, just so you know you're that far down from the top. Nothing too crazy, nothing to overthink. So, let's see, can we get any more oil out of this since she's been sitting? A little bit. If I had a way to just hang this, I'd probably leave it hang for a day. But putting fresh oil back in here is still going to be a huge step in the right direction. Okay, so I've got my micrometer, I've got my chair, you guys can see what I'm doing. I've got my Bel-Ray fork oil. I ordered a quart. I'm actually not sure how much I'm going to use, so I might have to pause this and go get more oil. Who knows? Okay. So, oh no, that she filled right up. Okay. We are not, I'm not measuring just yet. We need to, yeah, that took 4 inches off of it right there. So I'm just kind of squeezing it with my feet and moving it up and down real slow. Put some more oil in. Man, that did take most of a quart. Okay, but how much over am I? Just a smidge, 1/4 inch extra in there. And while you're cycling this, you can look down in here and just kind of pay attention and see if there's bubbles or, you know, whatever. Like fully extended, this could use some more. Let me see what the book says. Should this be fully extended or compressed when we measure? With the fork tube bottomed in the fork slider, insert the gauge. Yep. All right, so we do need to measure it at the bottom. So we're at the bottom. And about a 1/4 inch over. So pour a little bit of that back in there. Wipe that off. About 1/8 of an inch over. Still bottomed out. Pour a little bit in there. And I need to wipe that off. Let's see. Just the tip. Perfect. All right. So we're going to do the same thing. Open it up all the way. Clamp it in a rag up near the top. Spring, make sure she's cleaned off. Where's my red rag? Here it is. There we go. Just make sure there's no dust, dirt, grime. In my case, dog hair gets on everything. And then our spring sat in there. And then our washer, which is non-directional. Make sure she's clean. And then this tube, which also looked non-directional, but you can never be too careful. So this was the top, this was the bottom. Okay. And oh boy, drop that girl right down in there. Got to get it tight enough, I suppose, so I don't push it right out. Okay, so now we're going to wipe off our ring. There's an O-ring up top here. Make sure that's in good condition. This one's fine. Oh boy. Going in, make sure this is clean again. Drop. Oh, I can just about get her there. Need a shorter workbench. Not yet. I was going to say, I don't think I have a 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter to stick the like an electric ratchet on there, because I can get it to touch, I just can't spin the damn thing. Let's see what I got. I guess ask and you shall receive. Don't forget your tube. Nope, she's sliding. Oh, thank God. Talk about a bitch. And then tighten those down, but don't tighten the shit out of them. And then you see this tube, once again, I put a little bit of torque on it. Didn't bend it, didn't hurt it. It's pretty. You have a thin spot up top, and then from about 2 inches down, you'll see it when you look in there. It's got a thick spot. So this fork is done. So this is the one we just did. This is the other one. Oh, yeah. I can't get this one to move at all. This one moves pretty easy. I'm out of breath from that. Alright, let's set this one back off. So, now we learned some lessons, so let's see if we can implement those. Let's see if we got enough fork oil too. So, you can get these out with a normal ratchet, but if I can do shit easy, I'm going to do it easy. Okay. So just breaking the torque with that. And kind of keep your face back out of the way. Doesn't matter how many times you do this, if you don't have the right tools and you're waiting for that pop, it's scary every time. Oh, there she goes. But it's never that hard. See, it only pops up about that far and it's controllable. Okay, so same thing, we have our top, we got our tube, and this one stinks. Have a washer, and we have a tube grabby thing. And we have a icky oily spring. Alright. Draining that oil. All I'm doing, it's hard to get everything in frame, but I'm just pulling this tube, as far out and as far in, and we're pumping the plunger, getting the crap out. Yeah. I think I have another pint or a couple of cups of 30 weight fork oil. I have to take a look. Might not be Bell Ray, but I will have my bike back together today. So we'll see what happens. So now we're just getting like a fine mist. So I'm just going to take the rest of this oil. Let her drain into there. Well, I was. I guess it won't stay. Let her drain into there. I'm going to lean that up against the shovel head here. Let it keep draining, and I'm going to go find more fork oil. Never throw stuff. And that fork oil is the same, different manufacturer, same weight, 30 weight. And standard, these call for like 10. Or type E if you get it from the dealer. Either one of those is just fine. But I kind of live down some back roads and I bottom out a lot. So I want to bump it up a little bit. Alright. So same thing that we did before. Holding it with my feet, and we're just cycling it through, making sure the plunger in there has oil in it. And then we need to be 94 millimeters down from the top, so we still have our gauge set. And I need another 1/4 inch. Just touching the tip. Cycle it a few more times. Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's check our fluid level one more time. just touching the tip. All right. Now we got to put that fucking spring back in. Okay, so first thing is we wipe our spring off and we drop it down the hole. Second thing is we will wipe our washer off. We will wipe it off a little better. Set it on top of the spring. Then we got our tube, which I don't think it's directional, but either way, keep your top and bottom ready. Okay. And she'll go right in the top. Ah, yeah, I can't wait for this. And this has oil on the bottom. Clean the threads, make sure the threads are good to go. Wish I was 6'4". Oh, man. Oh no. No, I still. No, alright, so we're going righty-tighty. And of course, check your O-ring on top of your. Make sure that's good, and then watch me struggle for another 10 minutes. Hang on. Boy. Alright, so I was having some serious slippage issues. So I took a little more oil back in there. Oh, tighten her down real good. Tube in there, tighten that up a little more. Shoo. What the fuck, man? Okay, we're what? Hour into this? This fork is fighting pretty good, so we will fight back. Man, have we had some problems with this, but I think we're moving down the right path. Whew, thought I had it set in place, so, you know, I had this on, went to start rationing it down, it popped off, kind of nicked a thread. Of course, you know, I don't have any 1 3/8" taps, so we used a little hand thread cleaner. The inside of the tube was okay, and she screws in, go nice and easy. See, not putting any ass on that, it's following its thread path. So if you screw this up like I did, and you launch your fucking nut into your attic, and pay attention to your threads, it's going to cause you some problems. Okay, so So we got enough oil in there. We know this fits. So let's try this again. Maybe, where did I, here it is. Tell you what I'm going to do. You only do this maintenance on your own bike about once every 2 years or so. But, and that's for those of you that actually ride. But after the shit that I've gone through today, I'm buying the special tools. Oh boy. Also, I'm putting my face right in the way for the next time this thing slips. God. Oh. Holy fuck. I know this is going to look like 30 seconds to you, but I've been at it for a solid hour and 10 fucking minutes trying to get that thing back in. Feels good when it does what you want it to. Jesus. I ain't a religious man, but somebody pray for me. This stuff's going to drive me nuts. Joe? Oh. Let's put the forks on a gosh dang bike.